What is going on in the Frisco, Texas housing market right now? Hey guys, my name is Piech with Evolve Real Estate Group. I'm a real estate professional here in Frisco, Texas. Today, I'm going to share with you an October 2023 real estate market update for Frisco, Texas. Every single month, I provide folks an insight to the realities of what's happening in the market, what's going on with home values, interest rates, buyer demand, are homes selling, not selling. And today I'm going to share with you guys what came out here in October. Every month we provide a report. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see it right here. Below the video, you can access this specific report and other reports that we do for other suburbs here in the North Dallas market. So as you can see, this report came out October 1st. And when I'm evaluating the market, the first thing I want to look at is how active is that market? And we determine how active a market is based on how many buyers are actually buying. We call this the pending sales ratio. And what we look at is the total number of homes on the market. Right now, at the time we're recording, 530 homes on the market. 177 of them already have a contract, okay? Buyers and sellers are under contract. That means only 353 homes are actively available to sell. That's a 33% pending ratio, and 33% is an active real estate market. That is a really good pending sales ratio. It is much more aligned to what a normal real estate market looks like. There were a couple of years during the pandemic where we saw that get into the 75% pending ratio, which was just absolutely unbelievable. That's where homes were selling with 50 multiple offers, $100,000 every time a home hit the market, it sold in an hour. We're getting back to a much more normalized real estate market, which is good news for everybody. And it's also good for the longevity of the housing market as well. Nobody likes to see bubbles. We want longevity, and that's exactly what we're experiencing right now. Home values in Frisco continue to climb. Last year, the first 9 months of this year have been really good, solid months for home value appreciation as well here in Frisco. This chart shows you the activity, the number of active listings for sale in black, the pending sales in green. As you see, these lines correlate and flow together very nicely. It is a very active market. This is what it should look like. Now, when we look at the number of homes that have successfully sold versus the number of homes that have not sold, there's been 1,249 homes successfully closed in the last 6 months in Frisco. 305 homes came on the market and for one reason or another failed to sell. Again, that number is normal. In any given real estate market, we see 30 to 40, even sometimes 45% of all homes come on the market and fail to sell. They expire, maybe they come on a second time and eventually sell, but those numbers are actually normal. Now, what we are seeing is fewer home sales. There's less transactions happening this time of year. We saw the same thing last year, and year over year, we're down again in the number of home sales, but we are not down as far as the home value. So that's important to understand. Yes, there are fewer sellers in the market. And by the way, that continues to be the number one challenge in the real estate market here in Frisco is there's not enough homes for sale in the market. And because there's so few homes and there's a lot of buyer demand, which I want to show you right here. This right here is the analysis of the absorption rate. This is the month's supply of inventory. Right now, the Frisco market has under 2 months of inventory, 1.7 months. What that means is if nobody puts their home on the market, in 1.7 months, there's enough buyers that they would buy up every home on the market. Now, what does that mean? A normal real estate market, a balanced real estate market, is going to have 5 to 6 months of inventory. So as you can see, there are not enough homes. The inventory is so low comparative to the buyer demand. And yes, there is still a very strong buyer demand, even at today's interest rates in the mid to low 7.25, 7.3%. Buyers are still buying at a very high clip. Now, as we work through this here, this is the most important page of this entire document, because to me, it's the most important to you, whether you're a buyer or seller. You can go find your price bracket and see exactly what is happening here in the market. So let's say you are a $800,000 to $1 million buyer in Frisco. What do you want to know? You want to know, on average, those homes have been listed for 47 days on the market. You want to know that 38% of that inventory is already under contract. So it is active right now. There's some competition in that price range. 106 homes failed to sell in that price range in the last 6 months. That's important as a seller to note, that not everything is selling. You're going to have to know how to position your home, market your home, make sure you've got a real professional who understands that, so that you're not one of those 106 people. In the last 6 months, okay, those homes sold in an average of 22 days. So in the last 6 months, homes were selling in 22 days on average. But right now, that inventory, I'm sorry, I switched prices on you guys. The average was 33 days, okay, right here, 33 days. Right now, the average is 45 days. So what does that tell you? That we're seeing homes taking a little bit longer, okay? We're about 12 days longer to sell right now than over the average of the last 6 months, okay? That's not a huge difference, but it's a little bit of a difference. You want to know that as a buyer. You want to know that as a seller. Now, let's look at this. Homes in this price range saw an average list price of $912,000. However, they made adjustments, because if you look at this is the final list price before it sold. They made an adjustment of $894,000 on average. Okay, so what is that? 12 and 6. It's about an $18,000 adjustment. And then they sold for $887,000. So they're saying that it sells at 99% of the asking price, but it's the adjusted asking price, not the original. That's very important for buyers and sellers to know. A real estate professional will tell you exactly how to utilize that data. If you're a buyer and you're evaluating a home, how long has it been on the market? Has there been a price adjustment? If not, how much negotiating room can you really get? What's the deal that's to be had on that property? If you're a seller and you've been on the market for more than 2 to 3 weeks and you haven't gotten an offer right now, what type of adjustment do you need to make in order to get into that sweet spot where you're going to generate a full ask price offer? Lots of information. You need an expert to distill this data so you could put together the best home buying and selling strategy. Now you can see everything is in red. Everything is low inventory, still strong buyer demand, all the way up to about $1.8 million here in Frisco. And the reason is, look at the average price of homes right now in Frisco. It's $1,047,000. Remember I said that you got to understand the difference between the median and the average, okay? There's a different story and there's a different reality of what's actually happening versus what's being reported, okay? So 1.7 months, let me go back here full screen so we could chat for a second. There's a narrative out there that home values are going down, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. There's media that report, the median sales price is down 20%. 14%. Well, yeah, the median, because that's the middle number. There's 20% fewer home sales happening, so there's less home sales. Interest rates are 7.3, so more lower end homes are selling. So what that does is that just moves what the middle number is, but that doesn't tell you, are home values appreciating or are they falling? And the truth is, they're actually going up. They are appreciating. Now, the good news is they're appreciating at a much more normal rate. So what's happening is we're so used to homes going up at 10%, 12%, 20% that when homes go up at 4%, which is normal, people say the market's dropping. No, it's not. The rate of appreciation is slowing down, going back to normal, but home values are not dropping. If you are getting your news and people are telling you that home values are dropping, they are uninformed of the reality of what is actually happening in the real estate market. And having that misleading information could cause you to make a really bad home buying or home selling decision. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, whether it's here in Frisco, Plano, McKinney, anywhere in DFW, reach out to us. We offer a free consultation to both buyers and sellers where we, number one, identify what is your goal? What is it that you are trying to achieve? What is your time frame? And then we look at the data and we formulate a game plan, a buying or selling game plan, looking at the data to what do you need to do in order to accomplish your goal and get the best possible result. Reach out to us. All our contact information is below. We could do an in-person Zoom meeting, phone call. Let us help you put that game plan together. We'd love to earn your business. We'd love to be that trusted real estate advisor that helps you put together the best strategy for you, your family, for whatever it is that your goals are, so you can take advantage of the opportunities in today's market, because there's some real opportunities right now for the smart home buyer and the smart home seller. Make sure you are working with an expert who understands the market that can help you put together the best strategy. We'd love to be that expert and show you what it is that we do to help you in the home buying, home selling strategy to make it smooth, successful, and make sure you get the results that you deserve. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you on the November Frisco, Texas Real Estate Market Update Report. Take care.